Welcome back to some more Adventures with Mud. This evening we're going to do a little bit of winter camping down by the creek. We had an unexpected, super warm, sunny day today, so we're going to take advantage of this excellent opportunity. So this evening I'm going to set up the Gunyah shelter. Got the shelter set up. Even though the Gunyah does come with a floor with the setup, I don't really like laying on the tarp that I depend on over top of me. So once again, I'm going to be laying out my two-person footprint. I will be using my Gunyah Campfire P3. This has an R rating of a 2. I'll be combining it with the Ozark Trail reflective layer, the closed cell foam mat, putting inside of my Bivy tonight. Using my MSS Bivy bag. Inside of that, I have my woobie or my poncho liner. And then inside of there, I have my Snug Pack jungle bag. Then I have my Sunshine Mountaineering bag inside of there. Even though that we do have a really warm day, once this sun goes down, we're going to drop temperature. I also chose to camp down by the creek this evening. It's in a lot of ways not really the wisest place to camp. In the morning when it really chills out, the air's going to sink and it's going to come right down here to the creek valley. And also, since we're by the creek, any kind of extra moisture is definitely going to make us feel a little bit more cold. Other items I brought with me is my Marchway backpacking chair. My back thanks me when I bring that. My little leather pouch that I have some fire starting material and my ferro rod. A dry bag that has my sleep socks. It has a puffy that I'll put on later once it cools down. I have my ninja mask in there as well. Brought myself some gloves just in case if I need to warm up my fingers later. My cooler that I like to pack all my food items in. I got myself all set up for the evening. I need to think about grabbing some firewood so that I can build a fire. So I grabbed my little sitting mat, found some pine trees, nice and dry. There I have one decent pile. And I went ahead and gathered myself up another pile. I got plenty of firewood here at camp. Once that sun went down, it's definitely starting to chill out a little bit. I'm reading 38 degrees right now. So not bad temperature starting off. So we're looking at probably about 32 degrees, 0 Celsius tonight. But I am dressed, I am ready for it. We're going to build a fire out here and do a little bit of cooking tonight. Kicking back in here in the shelter, just relaxing and listening to the water run is quite nice. Got a nice glow from the setting sun. Nice view from the tent of the fire pit as well. So once we get that rolling, it's going to be nice. Listening to that creek while falling asleep is definitely going to be very soothing. Also, what I have right here is the inner bark of a poplar tree. Take off the bark from the poplar tree, you can strip this stuff out from the inside. So I've harvested a whole bunch of this stuff and hung it out to dry. I like to bring this as my fire starter. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time to kind of break these fibers down, make it into a nice little bird's nest. I can just hit it with the ferro rod. Usually one good strike gets me a fire going. I got plenty of small kindling But I'll get that rolling here in just a little bit. My bird's nest all ready. I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down, give it a strike. As soon as I get a spark, I have some kindling here ready. Let's see here. We have some flame. Gonna lay this on here. Try not to smother it out too quick. And we have fire, y'all. Nice hot fire going already. Good preparation. You can get an instant fire going. I had the tinder already dried out and ready to go. So that was definitely very helpful. Getting some nice firewood out of the evergreen trees, everything that's up off the ground, been out of the snow. Instant fire. Now I'm going to get my stuff together and start thinking about doing some cooking. So to start with, I have a baked potato. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. Just let that heat up. I have my little spices with me. Show you what I have. So this is a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning. I have myself a little bit of olive oil. And then a little bit of salt and pepper mix. So tonight, y'all, I'm going to be cooking up some bratwurst with a little bit of sauerkraut and onion. I brought myself some mustard and some buns. Pardon me. I'm going to go ahead and put some mustard on here. Nice and steamy. That's a pretty good brat. 2 for the buns and 1 to grow on. Got a pretty decent little bed of coals there. Try to slow cook that a little bit. My baked potato, I brought a little bit of butter with it. And get that stirred up and then melt that butter. Then some green onions. A ranch dressing to top it all off. I'll go ahead and pull that off. This big brats, onions, kraut, mustard, and a nice baked potato. Yes, I am ready. I am definitely hungry. That turned out really good. It's been a while since I've done a campfire baked potato. Nice and easy just to be able to drop it in there. Let all those coals burn down. Cook your tater. Delicious. Definitely very tasty. Throw a little bit more wood on the campfire so I can enjoy that while I sit here and eat my food for a little while. Let's give ourselves a temperature check while we're sitting here eating, enjoying the fire. 33 degrees. Tonight is a night of celebration because y'all, the channel has reached over 1,000 subscribers. So we are having a little bit of a celebration drink tonight. I brought just a little bit of Jägermeister for our celebration. I really appreciate every single one of you. They're continually tune in. Everybody that's been with me for a little while, and to all the new subscribers who have recently joined, cheers. This is to you all. And thank you. I very much appreciate it. This is definitely one of those milestones for YouTube creators. Didn't think that we'd be here already this soon into venture. Cheers, y'all. It's been a while since I've had a shot of Jägermeister. This used to be my shot of choice. We can't have a celebration cheers without a drink. Yeah. I can't believe I drank this all the time. Acquired taste, I reckon. So to show you guys what I did this evening, since I am set up into Gunyah, I have it in closed down formation. I do have the back of the shelter set up where the main wind's going to be blowing, comes in from the west, northwest mainly. I do have the back of my shelter facing that direction, but every now and again the wind does change directions and it will kind of come in from the east. So I went ahead, took my poncho and sealed up the entryway as best as I could with it. There are a few air gaps in there, but for the most part it's sealed off and I'm not getting that direct wind. Shelter is holding 35 degrees at the moment. Not too bad. I think it's going to be really nice being able to sit and listen to the creek for a little bit. I think it's going to put me to sleep for sure. So we may be looking at snow first thing in the morning. We'll see. Might be waking up by snow or possibly rain hitting the top of the tarp. All goes well. We'll see you first thing in the morning. Night, y'all. It's early AF. It's a little after 4 o'clock and I'm up and at 'em. I slept solid again for at least 7 hours. Putting the poncho in front of the doorway helped seal it up. 40 degrees in here this morning. Let's see. It's holding 37 now. That's after I opened up the door. I'm such an early riser, you know. I'm already up and packed. 7 hours solid sleep after 4 a.m. I'm good to go. Hasn't started snowing yet. It's in the forecast. I did hear a little precipitation come down on the tent when I first woke up. I like it when I can sleep that good when I'm camping. In general, not everybody sleeps obviously as good when they're out camping as what they do in their own bed, but I gotta say I was pretty dang close. I've been getting pretty dang close. My sleep system is relatively comfortable, so I'm stoked about that. Well, let's get some coffee rolling. Well, this is the first. I started pulling out my stuff for coffee and I forgot my coffee cup. I have nothing to drink out of. Don't have any way to pour my coffee through the filter, anything to pour it into. Well, dang. Well, I guess since I'm most of the way packed up and I was just going to have some coffee before I finished up, I guess I'm going to go ahead and finish packing up, y'all. Get myself home so I can have a cup of coffee. I can't believe I forgot my cup. That's a big no-no. I like my coffee. Yeah, you kind of start seeing that little snow flying in the air. Thank y'all for joining me today. Stay tuned. Laters, y'all.